The body back pieces look like this. They have a little dart seam. That's this little triangle that is cut out. And basically this little seam is a shaping seam. It curves the bottom of the bear inward like this. So it's a shaper so that the bottom of the bear body here the bottom of the bear body curves in like this so that the bear can sit on a bottom. So it basically creates the butt of the bear. So the bear's back isn't just like vertical and smooth. So this is how to line up the dart seam. There's 3 circles that you should have traced along the triangle. Here they are. Here, here, and here. Take the 2 cut edges of the triangle and then line them up, one on top of the other. So from the circle to the circle at the tip of the triangle. And when you fold the fabric, you can't see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a little dotted line to the circle on the edge. So that's how it's going to look. You're going to sew that. And then of course there's another one, the other half of the body back, because you had to cut 2, the left and right side of the body back. So here's the other one, and on the wrong side you're going to pinch the 2 cut edges of the triangle together here, and you're also going to sew about 1/4 of an inch in from the cut edge. Okay, and that's your dart seam. Darts are used to create, a fitted look on dresses, but they can also help to shape the contour of stuffed animals, bears, create 3-dimensional forms. So we're going to sew straight across like that. Okay, so put the edges of the triangle together, and work on the body back after you temporarily baste these legs onto the front of your bear's body. After you do this, sew the dart seam of the back of the bear. You're going to sew the middle of the body back together. Okay, so one step at a time. Let's do these 2 things, and then we're going to come back and sew the 2 halves of the body back together. Okay, now you can really see how these darts create a very 3-dimensional kind of contour. When I turn these over, these darts are going to be on the outside edge, not on the inside, but on the outside. The body back center has 2 triangles, and you are not going to sew between these 2 triangles because you're supposed to leave a hole in order to stuff the head through there and then the body through there. So you're only going to sew from here to the neck and from here to the bottom of these little pointy tips. So lay the 2 good sides together so they're facing each other like this. Good sides kissing, that's what I always say, good sides kissing, and bad sides facing out. Lay the 2 pieces edge to edge. First pin the very top where the neck hole is. Okay, and you do not sew up the neck hole. Whatever you do, don't sew up the neck hole. So the other little pointy tip of the bottom of the bear's body back together like this. You want to pin where the triangles are, so just lay one triangle on top of the other. The triangles also help to kind of help align the 2 pieces together. A triangle, okay, triangle on that side. Lay the 2 triangles, one right on top of the other. You want to pin it. So with my little red marker, I'm going to draw little dotted lines where I am definitely going to sew this. But I will not draw a little dotted line between the 2 triangles so I know when the dotted lines stop that I should stop sewing and not sew there. I can even just draw a little extended line to show that's the no sew zone, no sewing right there. Be careful that you don't sew too far from the edge of the fabric or your bear will become smaller actually. So you just want to sew 1/4 of an inch in from the edge. Okay. You can use as many pins as you want to hold the 2 pieces together so they stay aligned and the one edge of the fabric doesn't slip down so that it's no longer matched up with the second piece of cloth. You want to keep them together. Okay, so that after you sew it and you open it up, it should look like this. And that little dart here will basically kind of turn the bottom of the bear under, like that. See? Like that. Creates a little rounded bottom right there. So let's go and sew this back center seam together right now. So let me start right here so that I do not sew over this hole in the middle, which I'm supposed to leave open. I start from the back. I go over to the right slightly, then to the left, and I'm going to continue doing my back stitch and back stitch all the way across to the little pointy tip of the bottom of the back center seam, and then do the top right here from where the top of the neck is to where the hole for the back starts. You can do it in whatever order you want, but just make sure that you're sewing the correct side. If you find that you are sewing the sides that have this dart together, then you have aligned the wrong sides together and you are sewing the wrong edge together. So make sure you're sewing the center back seams together. And if you look on here, you can see the center back seam is on the side opposite from the dart seam. And it's also a little bit of a more shallow curve, so that's what you're sewing together. And there's also the 2 triangles here, whereas here on this side you have only 1 triangle, and that's the side that you sew on to the front of the body, the belly of the bear. So you don't do anything with this side here. Okay, so now I have had, I have sewn the two back halves together, and it looks like this. Okay, and here's the wrong side of the fabric here, and we have the two side dart seams and the center seam, and I left the hole open in the center, so that's the most important thing to do.